Yow, yow, yow. What up, what up, what up, my betting family? We back with another video here at No Limit Bets for the NBA slate of March 26, 2023. Before we get started, though, as always, I would like to say good morning to y'all, good afternoon, whatever time it may be that you're watching this video. Hope y'all having a good one. Hopefully we can make it a better day by winning some money. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. It's truly appreciated. We're currently on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we're less than 400 subscribers away from hitting that mark. So I definitely appreciate all the love and support that you guys have shown thus far. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into today's video. I'm going to be bringing y'all my top 6 picks for today's or tonight's NBA slate of games. Just to do a quick recap of yesterday's picks that we did post, we were close to the sweep as we were able to go 3-1. Tyler Hero was able to get his points, even though the Heat got blown out. CJ McCollum was just barely able to get his over, and then with 21. And Clint Capella had a monster game with 17 points and 17 rebounds to get him 34 as we took his over 23.5. Now, the only miss was MPJ. We did take his under 17.5. I thought like I mentioned in yesterday's video, I thought the Bucks defense was going to pretty much take away his strength, which was his 3 points, shots. But he ended up getting 19 points. It is what it is, 3-1. Winning day, I guess. Obviously not on PrizePicks, as we lost a $5 there on that slip. But I did submit another slip. I only submitted a total of 2 slips, and then this other slip we were able to go 4-1 as Miles Turner ended up as a DMP. As you guys can see, we took the under on Tyler Hero's rebounds. We were able to call it as he only ends up with 2. Another one, man, I thought MPJ yesterday was going to have an off day on all categories. I took his under 5.5 rebounds. He gets it over with 7. The same game, I did take Jokic over 9.5 assists. He was able to get that with 11. Then I took the under 9.5 rebounds on Zubac. He only ends up with 5. And CJ McCollum crushes his rebounds and assist line. I took his over. He ends up with 16. So all in all, with the 2 slips, it was it was an okay day. We definitely want to keep winning momentum going. So let's go ahead and hop into my top 6 picks of today's or tonight's NBA slate of games. For my first pick, I'm going to be going to a PRA prop, and I'm going to be going down to the latest game on the slate, I believe, the Warriors against the Timberwolves. And I'm going to be taking Stephen Curry over 40.5 PRAs. Now, over his last 5 games, he's averaging 38.2. So you guys can see he's at the over in 2 out of his last 5 games. His last game against Philly, he ended up right on the hook with 40. But in today's matchup against the Timberwolves, he has hit this line in 4 straight against them, including the 2 earlier matchups this season. In those 4 games, he's had 43 PRAs, 43, 44, and 42. Obviously, the 44 and the 42 were the 2 earlier matchups this season. And then over the last 15 games, the Timberwolves are allowing the 8th most points per game and the 3rd most rebounds per game to opposing point guards. The assists, Steph Curry could definitely get some assists. But I think tonight he's mainly going to get it done with points. Also, the Warriors are half a game behind the Suns for the 4th seed. So I expect Curry to come out here, or the Warriors overall, to try to get this dub to be able to improve their seeding. Obviously, if they could get home court advantage, getting that 4th seed, I'm pretty sure they would go for that. So I'm going to be rocking with Stephen Curry over 40.5 PRAs for my first pick of tonight's NBA slate of games. For my second pick, I'm going to be going to a points category, and I'm going to be taking Kyrie Irving over 25.5 points. Now, this line was just at 24.5 right before I started to do the video, so they did bump it up. But either way, I still like it. Now, over his last 5, he's averaging 28.8. As you guys can see, he's hit this over in 4 out of his last 5. I know there was, in between games, there was some time missed due to injuries. As you guys can see, from he didn't play from the 8th to the 17th. Also, in between the 17th and the 24th, I believe he missed 1 or 2 games there. I know he missed the Golden State game a few nights back. But either way, I like this prop mainly for 2 reasons. Number one, a bounce back. As you guys can see in their last game against the Hornets, this is a back-to-back playing the same team. He only scored 18 points. So I definitely expect a bounce back game from Kyrie. Now, the other reason is the Mavs currently are out of the play-in. So I definitely expect Luka and Kyrie to have monster games today to get the Mavs back into, at least a play-in game. And also, he has played the Hornets 3 times this season, or matched up with them, Kyrie. 2 of those 3 were when he was with the Nets. Now, he has hit the over in the two times he played this season against the Hornets with the Nets. In those 2 games, he scored 33 points and 28. Obviously, the third one was a couple nights ago where he only ends up scoring 18 points. But all in all, I like this Kyrie Irving to go over 25.5 in tonight's game. Like I said, they're fighting for that play-in, and I'm pretty sure both of their stars are going to show up in today's game, as their game is the early tip-off at 1 o'clock Eastern time. So for my third pick, I'm going to be taking an under. I have a couple unders. I have 2 unders, actually. So my first under, I'm going to go to a points, a PRA category. And I'm going to be going down to the Lakers and Bulls game. And I'm going to be taking the under on Nikola Vucevic, 30.5. So you guys can see he's averaging pretty much this line, 30.6 over his last 5. He's had to hit the over in 3 out of the last 5 games. But today they're going to be facing an improved Lakers defense. Overall, since the trade deadline, the Lakers have improved defensively as a team. And over the last 7 games, the Lakers are allowing the least points per game, the 5th least rebounds per game, and the 3rd least assists per game to opposing centers. So they've been pretty much defending the center position very, very well over the last 7 games. This is the first meeting between these 2 teams, so there's not really much stats to go off, as I believe the last time Vucevic matched up against the Lakers was last year, since he was with the Bulls. Other than that, it was when he was with the Magic, which, I don't want to put those stats with this. So I'm going to be taking his under 30.5 PRA for tonight's or today's game against the Lakers for my third pick. And for my fourth pick, I'm going to be going to a points and assists category. And I'm going to be going to the Rockets and Cavs game. And I'm going to be taking Darius Garland over 28.5 points and assists. Now, for the season, as we know, the Rockets are one of the worst defensive teams in the league. The Rockets are allowing the most points per game and the 3rd most assists per game to the point guard position for the season. So this should fare well for Garland. Also, in the earlier matchup this season, Garland had 35 points and assists, and then with 26 points and 9 assists. So I think this is a good matchup for him to get his. So I'm going to be rocking with him for my fourth pick over 28.5 points and assists. Now for my fifth pick, We're gonna go to the other under that I'm liking. It's gonna be in the points category. Back to the same game, Cavs against the Rockets, and I'm gonna be taking the under on Jalen Green, 21.5 points. Now, we did take Jalen Green a couple nights ago when they did play the Memphis Grizzlies, and he only ended up with 13 points. We did take the under in that game, so we're kind of sort of running him back. This go around, they're going up against a Cavs team that, as we know, is pretty much one of the top defensive teams in the league. Over his last 5, though, he has been averaging 32.2, hitting the over in 2 out of the last 5 games. But against the Cavs, he has only faced them 2 times in his career. And in those 2 games, he's averaging 13.5 points per game. In their earlier matchup this season, I believe it was, he only scored 6 points. So I think Jalen Green is going to have a rough night tonight against the Cavs. Also, there is blowout potential here, which he might not get his full minutes. But all in all, I'm going to be taking the under. I don't think Jalen Green is going to have a good night tonight. Obviously, he could get some buckets, but I don't see him getting 22 points against his Cavs defense. So I'm going to be taking his under for my 5th pick. And for my 6th and last pick, I'm going to go to the rebounds category, and I'm going to be taking Kristaps Porzingis over 7.5 rebounds against the Raptors. Now, let's just take a look at it. Over his last 5 games, he is only averaging 6.8, going over in only 2 out of his last 5 games. He did have 1 game against the Pistons where he ended up right on the hook with 7. But against the Raptors, it's been somewhat of a different story. As for the season and over the last 15 games, the Raptors are allowing the 5th most rebounds per game to opposing power forwards. And in their last game against the Raptors, which was not too long ago, it was March 4th, a couple weeks ago, he had 11 rebounds. So also with this one, there is going to be no Kyle Kuzma and Bradley Beal again. They're going to be out for this game. So I expect, Porzingis to at least obviously get us 8 rebounds, which he's shown he's capable of getting against the Raptors. So I'm going to be rocking with Porzingis over 7.5 rebounds for my 6th and last pick. So that's going to be it for my top 6 picks of today's or tonight's NBA slate of games. Just to recap, we're going to be taking the over on Stephen Curry's PRAs, the over on Kyrie's points, the under on Vucevic PRA line. We're going to take the over on Darius Garland's points and assist line, the under on Jalen Green's points, and the over on Kristaps Porzingis rebounds. As always, if you agree with any of my plays, please do your own research. Just don't take my word for it. Also, here at No Limit Bets, we like to go with the low risk, high reward. So I'm going to be placing a $5 entry for the possibility of winning $125. So I'm going to go ahead and place that entry. And that's going to be it for today's video, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Enjoy the games tonight, and we'll be back here tomorrow. Let's get this money.